The story of the RMS Titanic is one of the most famous maritime disasters in history. The night of April 14, 1912, the Titanic, hailed as the unsinkable ship, is on its maiden voyage from Southampton to New York City. On board are some of the wealthiest people in the world, as well as hundreds of immigrants seeking a new life. At 11:40 p.m., a lookout spots an iceberg directly ahead. Despite evasive maneuvers, the colossal ship strikes the ice, tearing open a series of holes along its starboard side. Over the next 2 hours and 40 minutes, the great vessel slowly fills with freezing Atlantic water. The scene is chaotic. There aren't enough lifeboats for everyone, and the ones that are launched are not filled to capacity. By 2:20 a.m. on April 15th, the Titanic breaks in two and slips beneath the waves, taking over 1,500 souls with it. It's a tragedy we all know, but this official account is just the beginning of the mystery. For over a century, the sinking of the Titanic has been surrounded by controversy and some truly compelling theories. The most widely accepted version of events is simple: the ship hit an iceberg and sank. Case closed. But some experts and enthusiasts aren't so sure it's that straightforward. One of the most popular alternative theories involves a fire. Evidence suggests that a coal fire was burning in one of the ship's bunkers for weeks, even before it left the shipyard. This theory proposes that the prolonged, intense heat from this fire weakened the steel of the hull, the exact area that later struck the iceberg. The steel, already compromised, couldn't withstand the impact and ruptured far more easily than it should have. So, was the iceberg the cause, or was it just the final blow to an already critically damaged ship? But the theories don't stop there. Another fascinating idea is the switch theory. This theory claims that the ship that sank wasn't the Titanic at all, but its nearly identical sister ship, the Olympic. The Olympic had been damaged in a collision a year earlier, and the repairs were incredibly expensive. The switch theory suggests that the owners, White Star Line, swapped the two ships as part of an elaborate insurance scam. They would send the damaged Olympic out, disguised as the brand new Titanic, stage a minor accident, rescue everyone, and then claim the full insurance value for a new ship. The plan went horribly wrong when the collision with the iceberg proved far more catastrophic than intended, leading to the massive loss of life. Proponents point to subtle structural differences in photos of the wreck compared to photos of the Titanic before its launch, but many historians dismiss this as a far-fetched conspiracy. Then there are theories that venture into even stranger territory. Some believe a German U-boat torpedoed the ship. This was a popular idea in the early days after the sinking, fueled by wartime tensions, though no evidence of an explosion has ever been found on the wreck. Others have even suggested a supernatural cause, pointing to a supposedly cursed Egyptian mummy artifact that was being transported in the cargo hold. This artifact, known as the Unlucky Mummy, was said to bring misfortune to anyone who possessed it. While it's a captivating story, historical records show the mummy was actually safe and sound in the British Museum at the time. So what do we make of all this? We have the official story of a tragic accident, a compelling theory about a fire that weakened the ship's hull, and a wild conspiracy about an insurance scam switch. Each possibility paints a different picture of that fateful night. The wreck of the Titanic lies nearly 2.5 miles beneath the ocean's surface, a silent tomb holding its secrets. Modern technology has allowed us to explore it, but the deep sea is slowly consuming what's left, meaning we're in a race against time to uncover the full story. Was it a simple, tragic collision with an iceberg, an accident made deadly by a pre-existing fire, or a sinister plot that spiraled out of control? The evidence is fragmented, and the truth remains as murky as the deep waters where the great ship rests. The only thing we know for sure is that on that cold April night, Something went terribly wrong. What do you believe really happened to the Titanic? Let me know your theories in the comments below. Thanks for watching. And if you enjoyed this dive into history's mysteries, be sure to subscribe for more.